Hello world, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond Reality. On this episode, well, I expanded out my farm here, and as you can see, I've got a farming station here with sugarcane, step assist, with sugarcane and weeds, and I've got some chickens laying eggs, and I've got a cow here, a lone cow. He's very lonely, but we're going to do something with him. Now, the ingredients I have here, as demonstrated below, we're going to make cake. We're going to automate cake. Or we're going to try and automate cake. We'll see how far we get. The basic problem, though, is the milk. Now, Botania actually has methods of getting milk from cows, but automating that's a little bit tricky. So, I think what we're going to do right now is see if we can't get that set up, and then the second step is to actually automate making of the cake somehow. Now, I tried the production table. It doesn't work so well because it leaves the empty buckets in the extra storage, and there's really no way to pipe those empty buckets back out, or at least not as far as I've seen. I do have stone hose being automatically crafted and supplied, and I do have sugar being automatically crafted and supplied and stored down here, or at least I think that's still happening. Yeah, looks like it. So I've got everything for the most part ready to go except for that milk, and then obviously the automating of cake. Now, I did play around with a setup in a creative world to automate that. It's rather elaborate, rather big. I don't know. We might set that up for the time being until I can, do a forehead slap and say, there was some easier way to do that. But for now, what we need is, well, we need a redstone mana spreader for sure. We need, I think Hopper Hawk's going to be our best bet, because we can have it selectively pick up things. So for this instance, we can have it just pick up full milk buckets. I might already have most of the stuff for this, maybe except for the grass. And we need a drum. Drum of gathering. Yeah, so basically the idea is that we can drop an empty bucket below a cow, then hit the drum with a mana burst, and it will cause the milk to, I guess, drop out of the cow into the bucket. And maybe it's just scared and it ejects its milk for some reason. I don't know. Magic. That's why. So we need to get that going, and I did some cleanup up here. I ran Opus, and one of the bigger sources of lag was what is it? And I'm blanking out. The Bibliocraft, that's what I'm talking about. The Bibliocraft shelves, for some reason, but it didn't seem to really help out. So I went around then and redid my mana spreaders to kind of reduce the number of them. So I have this tower down to only using 3 mana spreaders instead of, I believe it was 5 or 6. So yeah, I had to move this one down, and now there's spectral platform up here because it was too low for that mana burst to go, and mana burst can pass through spectral platforms. Unfortunately, that guy wasn't going to be able to hit it at all because it was getting tripped up on this carpenter's block. So I had to point him over here, which then went down there. It didn't really seem to help that much. So all that work for naught, I suppose. So we need to make, and I think Elementium ingot and Dreamwood. Let's see if I have any Dreamwood. But yeah, this place up here looks rather bare. I do. Oh, that's mana spreaders, not Dreamwood. Living wood. Okay, well, we need 6. And then we need two mana steel. So we need 2 steel ingots. And I don't know that I have any up here. One of the other sources of lag was the runic altar, but that didn't seem to help either. So I don't know. Maybe it's I'm too high up. I don't know, because it seems to be as I descend it gets a little better. I don't know if there's some weirdness with managing heights or something, or maybe I'm just viewing too much of the world. And if you notice, my pools are completely drained because I've been using too much RF. So I've kind of got things sorted around down in the. I'll have to show you guys that here as soon as I stop running around. We need steel, so let's get some steel because that would be a good idea. And as you can see, I'm doing very well with steel, so we should probably get into Greg Tech at some point. I know that's kind of like one of the main features of this pack is Greg Tech, and it seems like we've done next to nothing with it. So I swear that's coming. I swear we'll get off Botania here soon, maybe. Okay, so there's two. And it's probably a good thing I didn't close this yet. And then we'll throw in this. 5, 6. Alrighty. Leather. Yeah, I never come prepared. Luckily I don't have to run back and forth. Actually, I can assemble this over here, huh? If I have a free crafting grid. And like that. And there's our drum of gathering. So let's stick it. Let me grab some redstone because I know I'm going to need that for the redstone mana spreader. And I hope we have enough area, this small space. So I think I'll put the hopper hock here and the drum here, and then we'll have to put a redstone mana spreader here to fire down into that guy. I don't know, might kind of ruin the style of it, but oh well, I'll have to figure it out later. And now we need a regular mana spreader, and back up to the lag. And I have plenty of those. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so redstone. And there's our redstone mana spreader. So we're almost there already. How about that? Somehow I don't think it'll be that easy though. Let's see, what do we need for our hopper hock? Rune of Error, I think I actually have to make that. So gray, 2 grays, 2 light grays. So 1 and 1. And then I think one of each of those have to be mana petals. Alright. And we can utilize a lag. Alright, let's just go ahead and drop these in here. Do I have any water? No. I do have a water bucket though. Alright. And that guy. So now we need a mana root, which is redstone and grass, I think. Or is it grass thrown into... Nope, redstone and grass. Do I have grass up here? I think I had some extra. I hope. And I should have brought more redstone then. No runes of error, so that's unfortunate. Aha, grass. Do I have any redstone? Of course not. Okay, well I can't reach from up here. Come on, teleport. here it is. I really need a sorting system. This is getting ridiculous. I'm thinking I might go and get AE going, but depending on how I want to do this, we could probably automate crafting of that cake with logistics pipes, and it might be a world easier than what I've already got planned out. Yeah, I don't think I want to. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think logistics pipes is terribly expensive in terms of what I need to actually accomplish it. So with this guy, we need string, feather, carpet. Of course, man of steel, which I don't have up here. So this guy can go here. Need a feather. And some string and blah 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 that I don't have. Oh yeah. This is more poor planning, I guess. Do I have any more? All I have is the regular mana spreaders, huh? I don't have any extras. Well, what happened to the ones? Oh, well, these will work. So let's set him down here. Come on, bind mode. Alright. So now we just need the rest of the ingredients. String carpet. String and carpets. Ah, teleport. Oh, that's so terrible up there. Oh, man. Okay, so we need string and carpet. And I believe I have all that. Here's string. Let's just take a stack of wool or whatever I have with me. Oh, well, there's a carpet. Alright. Now, before I go back up... oh, I did have steel. Sweet. Although I didn't have everything else. Got the feather, got the carpet, got the string, got the steel, got everything we need for that. Alright, so let's see. Come on now. So here's string, and let's stick some in there. Here's carpet. Oh, so terrible. And then we just need 3 mana steel ingots. I really wish there was an easier way to transport mana around. And we need to tap that guy. And we're going to need some living rock. Oh, hey, that's where that stuff went. Oh well. We got what we need. Though it is slow. It would go faster with the Gaia Mana Spreader. Oi, now can I actually get this on here? Alright. So there's our air. And we are making a hopper hawk, I believe. And let's stick this guy back for good measure. So I'm almost at the point that I might want to tear down those. I'm hoping this automated cake works well, because what I want to do is make some Kaki muros, or however you pronounce that. If that works really well, maybe we don't need the hydrangea towers, and we can go ahead and retire those, and hopefully my lag clears up substantially. If not, then I don't know. Though I think after this one we might be on temporary hiatus with Botania. So yeah, there's always that, because we're definitely going to need to get started on something more tech related, like, I don't know, applied energistics or something, or maybe actually Greg Tech. It would certainly make my life easier if I had access to some of those more advanced machines. Now we also need to... we actually need mana in there in order to hit it with a mana burst. So that's problem number 2. And do I actually have enough space up here for what I want to do? So we need... I think we need a timer, a NOT gate, and a pulsar. No, a timer should work. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bunch of stone. Okay. Well, I think I have a chest for my big build that I'd gotten set up for the automatic crafting. I need all of this stuff. It's ready to go, and if you're looking at it going, what the heck? Yeah. It's not a light project, really. I almost want to use it just because I spent so much time on it that... Let's see. So we need a timer. And I don't know. Let's put 10 seconds on the clock. Now we need a NOT gate to feed this because we want it to turn off when some time has elapsed. Oh, okay, well, I can do that. Alright, and then I don't know if this just works on any old pulse or what, so let's try it. Oh, well that's going to be a problem. I don't have a flat surface. Okie doke. Now then, I need a little bit more redstone. Of course, I'm just deferring creation of this stuff if I actually want to go with that build. So, but the main thing is to get milk going. So, come on. Okay. Okay, so now I need to get mana into this. Because I don't think you can have a mana burst without mana. Yeah, okay. I was trying to listen for the bong to tell me it hit it. So we're going to need a few flowers. Maybe we can stick... you can make those day blooms and nightshades floating. Oh, fine. Of course, I don't think I have any day blooms or nightshades to spare. Let's see. And I'm going to have to go charge up my staff. At least I don't remember seeing any up here. Yeah, no. No. Alright, well, let's go take a look at what I've done down below. Charge up my staff, and then perhaps I'll duck out real quick and make up some day blooms and nightshades. Oh yeah, and there's one other. You may have noticed that there was no tree farm. I actually moved it. I was running out of space over there, and I wanted to build the farm, so I moved it and expanded it out quite a bit. So as you can see, I've really gone to town on this, and this guy doesn't like the plant range extender for trees. It'll plant it 2 to 3 to 4 or whatever, but it'll only harvest the first one, is what I've been finding. So I had to zigzag the rails here, and then I put another cargo manager down this way so that it could refill and offload halfway through. But so far so good. It's been working pretty well. I think right now I have my charcoal consumption off, so that's probably why those pools aren't getting filled up. But Yeah, works pretty well. I've got a single a line of inventory cable under here running between the two, so there we go. So that's squared away. I think we can just leave that guy running back there. Now, one of the things I noticed was the drain from the farming station. Since I had the coal off, it just wasn't sufficient. So what I have here is I moved my Enderman spawner over here because I wanted to utilize that space back there for something else. And what I have over here is a zombie spawner that I went and grabbed. So I've got these two rooms here spawned up, basically. And then I created an Ender IO room in here. I'm not sure about this color green, but it's about the closest green I can get. And then I created a couple Stirling generators, basically so that I could supply any passive things like that farming station or whatnot that didn't need a giant supply of power. But it's just burning the coal that we're getting from the tree farm, and I've got this all rigged up. So as you can see, I've got a charcoal source. I actually have the farm plugged into here, and then I've got a power gen for this Ender IO room as well as Botania. So so far so good. It's working pretty well. This is actually consuming it less quick than I'm producing it for sure. So I don't know. It's 80 RF a tick. I could probably make 4 or 5 more of those and be about where the Botania is, but I figured a good conclusion for Botania would be the automating the cake and stuff, just because it seems like a bit of a challenge with this pack in particular to automate the milk. You can build the rancher, but it requires aluminum, and if I actually went and did Greg Tech, I could actually get a rancher and make this a whole heap easier, I suppose. So let me grab some flowers to stick up there in order to generate some mana, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So I expanded out my cow farm because I thought it occurred to me that, you know, it's taking quite a bit of mana to hit that drum, so if we just did more cows at once, it would kind of even itself out. So I went ahead and created compartments for all these cows and threw down some more open crates and hoppers, and got my nice floating setup here. Everything seems to be ready to go. I've got 5 buckets for each of these. And then down here it's a little busy, but let's see if I can. So the timer is going to go here, which is going to hit a NOT gate, and basically that's just what that's doing, is keeping these closed off until it hits a pulse. And then we also have another NOT gate which is pointing into a repeater so that it can delay that same signal, you know, X number of ticks, so 4 number of ticks, which is going into redstone conduit that's on the green channel, and the green channel is coming up here to our redstone mana spreader. So in essence, this is going to drop a bucket, wait 4 ticks, and then send a pulse out here, and that'll hit the drum. So the bucket should be in place and ready to go, and then the drum should fire. We should get the milk. The hopper hawk will pick it up, stick it in the chest here, because there's an item frame, if you can see that, an item frame with a milk bucket on it that instructs the hopper hawk to only pick up milk buckets. And from there's another ender, some more conduit that runs back to the area to drop off the milk buckets. And then it also has a filter to bring back empty buckets, and then from here this conduit will pull out empty buckets and round robin them to the hoppers, and then that'll hopefully distribute it pretty well. Now, depending on how fast we're crafting the cake and how fast buckets can get back here, we might have some disconnect. I'm hoping that that's to a minimal. Now, if you take a look at my inventory, yeah, I just went ahead. Actually, provider, the logistics pipes is not too expensive in this pack, so it just seemed like a better choice. So I already have this guy generating up. So let's let's see if I can remember how to do this. This might actually be entertaining. So we basically have 4 different ingredients that we want to stick some of these logistics chassis on. So we're going to need wheat, and maybe I should go below. And we're going to need wheat and eggs. And sugar. And milk. Just like that. Now we're going to stick if I can remember how to actually put the stuff in there. Oh, that did it, but no, I didn't want to do that. Now there's 2 in there. There we go. Oh, it's been so long. I actually lost a world to logistics pipes. This was like an early version, 1.6, and basically ended up with an error in server tick loop. And if you ever get those, you know you're in trouble, because you just can't recover from that in most cases unless you start tearing down large swaths of things. But so I think items to provide, so we want to provide wheat, and I guess I could just leave it empty. There's only one thing to provide, but yeah, let's leave it empty. It's less work for me, so let's do that. And the item sync, I probably didn't need to make the polymorphic. I could have just went with the normal item syncs, but you know, if we decide to do more things with logistics pipes, it might be handy to have those around that I might be able to cannibalize quickly. So that's all set up, and I'm probably going to run out of basic logistics pipes. So I need to have him. Oh, it only goes out the side, huh? Well, now I want to move it. Is that going to destroy all of my power in there? I want to put it underneath then. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter since you can't pipe it out the bottom. Yeah, that's a waste. Oh well. So we need that guy. He's going to power that. Now we need to set up our crafting. Let's go with it. Well, let's run it underneath here, right there. Now this is all from memory. I'm trying to think what I had to do. So I have the satellite. You need the satellite because it's going to produce buckets, and it needs some place to put those buckets once it's done crafting. Okay. So let's see. Okay, now if I can remember how to do this, can you just... There's a way to do this, I thought, from NEI. And everything would just magically work. Okay, so let's do this. And then I need some sugar. Okay. And egg. And some wheat. And I'm definitely going to need some more pipes. There we go. And then I should be able to come down here. Import. There we go. Now, I needed an item sync on this guy. So yeah, I gotta craft up a few more things. One of which would be some more pipes. So let's see. Oh, that's not where I wanted to put you. Oh, come back. Come on. That's not fair. Alright. So we got that, and we want to put our satellite here, and then we can put our empty buckets There it is. Right here. And then we can extract, always active. I mean, we don't really need to insert because the only empty bucket should be coming from here. And then I need to connect that also to power. So, actually I could do this. Let's do this. This will look nicer. Come on. Oh, does it actually? I think it actually needs. Well, you know what? Let's not worry about it. So we got that outputting. We need a sink, and not a kitchen sink. Some more pipes, which requires, and gold gears are a pain in the butt. I'm gonna need to get. If I'm really serious about using this, I'm going to need to get the Buildcraft lasers all set up. And this is actually, I think this is the first real tech we've done. I don't think I need that many. Outside of the Bronze Age, I suppose. I guess Ender IO counts. Why am I discounting that? I don't know. And my gold is just getting slammed. Everything requires gold, and it's just one of the things you don't find a whole lot of in this pack. And you know, kind of realistically so, I suppose. Okay, so now what do we need for an actual logistics? We need a what's just the normal one called? A request provider crafting satellite supplier. What does that do? Yeah, so I think that's what we want on the cake barrel. Well, you know what? I think we can just go ahead and make another one of these guys. It only requires an iron gear, and I'm already pretty much there. So we do this, and I don't think I have any more blank cards. So if I'm remembering, because I just made these just a few seconds ago, like this, and then we need a stone gear. Nope, iron gear, and that's probably why I made this one. Yeah, don't make the non-Greg Tech gear. It requires the Ender IO gear, which requires a lot more stuff. So make that Greg Tech iron gear. It'll save you. I think I have some more orange I put back up here. Now the Botania orange dyes work, so you don't have to worry about wasting lapis for the what is it, the provider or whatever. Here we go. And I'm probably going to need the rest of that orange, just watch. And you know, I might actually, hopefully this lag clears up with what I'm planning here, because I'm almost ready to just abandon the whole Botania place, just leave it running and call it a day. And then of course we're going to need the, let's just make the basic one. Actually, it doesn't really matter. The Mark II is just all iron, so. Okay, so that'll put cake in. What else do we want? We need an extractor, right? Yeah, to pull the cake out. I don't think it automatically ejects it, but I could be wrong. And, you know, frequently I am. Where is it? supplier request. No, I guess I have to make another one of these, I think. Then I want... Where's the basic extractor? Right here. So not requiring the lapis is nice, but now I need 2 more blue. Another iron gear. What's the Mark II? Not that we really need that much speed, but yeah, we'll just stick with this. So I should have guess grabbed some blue as well. And I thought I had everything I needed, but apparently not. So we need another blank card. Like so. And I have plenty of nuggets, so that's not a problem. So you can see this is actually not too bad of a recipe, I think. Yeah, and then we just need the blue. So I think that will be it. Hopefully we don't need any more dyes, and I don't have to come back up here, and I don't have to complain about the lag, and all of us can get on with our happy lives. Yeah, so now I need my pedal grinder thingy madigger. Right here. Oh, that's got to be pedals. And back in there you go. So this should hopefully get us our cakes. I hope. Come on. Oh, it's so annoying. It actually would be quicker for me just to use the elevator and run. Oh boy. Okay, well. Extractor. Now we need another one of those chassis, I think. Alright, and just to be safe, why not? We'll make a few more. So we need the gold gears, because, you know, I have copious amounts of gold. Alright, that gets us... Now you can use basic Buildcraft pipes, but nah, I'm not even a big fan of Buildcraft pipes. Okay, so we should be able to connect all this up. Like so. And I feel like I'm going to be missing something. I probably need a requester pipe to request the cakes to put into here. Yeah, that would do the extraction. Darn it. Oh, well, that's annoying. Stop that. Okay, well, what were we doing here? So that'll dump the empty buckets. We need something on here then. Is that the way it works, though? How can I make this auto-craft indefinitely? I think it has a way to say always keep X number in stock here. That would probably be the... I think that would be the supplier pipe, now that I'm thinking about it. And that's not bad to make. Yeah, that's what we wanted on there. Okay. I don't like that connecting, but oh well. So yeah, let's, and this dye won't run back up for some blue dye. I actually have like some of this powdered lapis look-alike stuff that should help, that should work for us, but so we need to dump this guy in here, and I think because I can't actually turn this back into lapis yet, not without an autoclave, which is probably a ways off. Yeah, so we'll just use it. Good enough. Alright, I feel like we're at the end of our journey here for automating cake. It feels like it. No promises. Items to keep stocked. Give me a cake. Cake. Let's keep... Oh. Yeah, this is what is this? Bulk. Ooh, infinite. Yeah, I could do that. Although maybe full would be better. Okay, well, is that doing anything? Oh, hey, 3 empty buckets. Oh, it made a cake. Why you no pulley? Is satellite not the right thing? Well, this is where we're breaking down. Let's see. So logistics. What is the description on here? Can send a crafting pipe. Can so we want that on the crafting pipe. Okay. And then we can stick this on here. And can send additional inputs. But I want the outputs from the table. Do you have to extract those? Okay, well let's, I think we have this extra thing here now. And, so extract. Up, default. Alright, well, I'm probably going to be bumbling with this. Let me come back when I've got this piece working. It looks like we're successful in auto crafting that cake, so that's a big step. So let me get this all up working, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So I think I've figured this all out. So I didn't mess around with this. I wasn't exactly sure how to get it done, but extracting empty buckets from here works rather well. I don't even think we need this barrel anymore because it's just going to go back up to our farm. I did upgrade this and make a bee space because I want to get this up to my Botania area so that I can actually use it for the Kaki muru. So I think this is all ready to go. Now I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work, so I just, I don't know, jammed a bunch in here. So I don't know if that infinite works or not, but when I had it on full and only one in here, it wasn't requesting anything. So I'm not sure if I have anything messed up in that regards or not, but I saw it work a couple times at least. And it's nighttime. Oh well. So I've got my timer now. Hopefully this, being the last piece, all works as planned. So let's jam that up to 10 seconds. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that worked good. So that should all be coming down here now. There's 6 in there. It's getting drawn over here. Oh, we've got cake. We've got cake automation. Perfect. And that is going good. Yeah, I like that. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good amount of cake. Let me go see if those hoppers are getting evenly distributed as advertised. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Well, there was some extra buckets have gotten put in here since it's hard to click around these. 8, 9. 9, 2, you. Well, we could logistics that up some, I guess, and have it keep one in stock at all times. Man, I'd hate to cut and come back, but yeah, this is gonna get dicey if it's not evenly distributing. But the problem with logistics pipes is, yeah, I can't cohabitate them like I can the Ender IO conduits, so that's going to be a challenge. Well, let's see. Is it at least... I mean, I wish Ender IO would pull the inventory and say, hey, or at least have a mode to say, hey, this doesn't have enough in it. But, I mean, it looks like all of them have at least one bucket in them, right? Now there's 3 in there. Well, it's using some sort of logic that seems to be keeping at least one bucket in each of them. Maybe we'll just have to see how this goes. Like some of these have 9, which is... Alright, so a little bit of a crash there. Not sure what that was about, but this is working excellently. Yeah, so I did notice some things up here. At night, we don't have enough mana generation to keep this going, but I don't think we need this many cows, because what happens is multiple buckets will get dropped down here, and when that mana burst actually hits it, it'll fill all the buckets. So we really only needed that one cow and a bunch of buckets underneath the cow, and everything would have worked. So I think this is, because you can see here, like occasionally you'll see 2 pop up because it's dropped 2 down. Yeah, I don't know if that might... That seems like a bug to me, that it should really only fill 1 bucket per hit, but per hit per cow, I guess. See, there was 2. So, yeah, this is working excellently. We're getting lots of cakes, so we are in position to complete this objective, I think. But now we'll have to see how much of a pain... Hello. Ouch, that's a cactus. How much of a pain it is to make... we need a Ranicarpus, I believe is how you pronounce it, and the Kaki. So, let's see. What I'm envisioning is maybe replacing one of these Endoflame setups with it. Depending on how well this works, maybe I tear down the Hydrangea towers and set up the Kakimuras at the corners and keep the Endoflames around for if we need massive mana generation. So, let's... and it's super laggy up here, and that's just a pain. It's so... I worked so hard on this, and now it's just laggy. I can't use it. So alright, we need the Kakimuras, and that's going to require, well, that's a pain. You do get 2 runes of gluttony out of it, though. Let's see if we can make one of those. What about... We need the Ranicarpus. Earth. This guy's not too bad. So let's start going to making a Kakimura. If the episode starts running long, I might cut this part of the crafting, because this could get tedious. Let's see. So we need 1 fire, 1 earth, 1 water, and you know, maybe I might actually have those ingredients. It's a possibility. Let's see. So fire, earth, fire. Yep, there's water. We're missing an earth. And for an earth, we're going to need stone, coal, mushrooms. I seem to think I have some mushrooms up here somewhere. And I know I have some stone. Right here. Well, I had some mushrooms up here. Okie doke. And we're also gonna need 3 mana steel. And I still have my steel on me, so yay. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. So now we need the coal block. And was it obsidian? No, mushrooms. Of all the things, it had to be mushrooms. I'm gonna have to recharge my ender staff here too. I need to find a good way to farm. I wonder if the Pam's Harvest Craft mushrooms would work, because that would be easier to farm for me. Come on, mushrooms. There you are. I'll just take those. Back up. Maybe I should just bring that runic altar down here. All my problems started when I moved up here. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Oh, the block of coal. Oh. Well, hey. This is on the straight track. This is on the track to being cut, I think. Because this is going to be a long one. I think I had more coal. What happened to all my coal? Oh, don't tell me I ground it up. Why would I do something like that? Why? No. Why? What? Can I turn this back into coal? I can turn it into a coal ball. Alright, well, I need some coal. So yeah, let me cut out and get some coal, and I'll just make sure I have all the ingredients. You know what, let me just get to the point where I'm ready to make it, and I'll come back. So see you in a bit. Alright, and we're back. So here we are at the Cake Consumer 4000, or whatever you want to call it. So I tested this out. I had actually made enough, you know, Kakimuras to put 2 on each corner here, but these guys generate mana way too quickly for a single mana spreader. I mean, even the Gaia one. Yeah, it can only support about 2, and it can't really go as fast as possible. So if I do about 4 seconds, it'll keep up. So the Rhinocarpus will grab that guy and plop it. Oops, I should have. Oh well, it's grabbing it from over there. That's cool. Oh, see, now it's queuing it up, so this is not going to be able to keep up. We need to increase the time. And maybe get ahead of this. It's gonna have to eat all those up, but this will tap that spreader, and basically these things will keep eating even though they're full of mana. So, or at least I think so. Alright, so now we should be back on time. Let's head down here, and you'll see once this thing ticks, Oh, are both of those not working? Because well, that's odd. It definitely looks like one of them's not working, but they're both working. I don't know. It was weird. We were tapping out that I was tapping out that mana spreader for sure. Now let's place some more down and take a look at it. Maybe I'm not looking at the right spreader. it's hard to tell which spreader I'm supposed to be looking at from down here. This guy. But I don't know. It looks like it's keeping up. So the problem I ran into though when this thing's going full bore is I can't produce cake fast enough. Not because of milk, but because of wheat. So that's unfortunate. So it looks like it's okay. So it's only keeping up with the 2 now. So yeah, that's why it's keeping. Yeah, you can see that initial spike. So if I boot that up a couple more seconds, I think it's going to basically fill that completely up. Let's see. 4 seconds, go. So this looks like it'll keep about two stacked. Yeah, there you go. So that's having a real hard time going. So I'm going to need more mana spreaders in order to fully utilize this platform. But these guys, I believe they will keep eating even though they're full of mana. So I mean, if it stopped eating them, then it probably wouldn't be as bad. And then I could just get the timing down right, and we'd be fine. But it does look like they're keeping empty, so I don't know. Maybe I'll run this for a little while and see how it goes as far as filling up the pools. But I'd have to solve the wheat problem. I think this is probably going to be the last Botania feature, just because we really need to move on to some other things. And you know, I feel like we've gotten, while maybe not to everything, we've gotten pretty far, and I think, and that's dropping a whole bunch now. I think we're probably where we want to be. I might screw around with some of this stuff in between episodes or off camera and bring you back if I find something cool. But next episode, we need applied energistics because my inventory system is just bad. Let's add that. So yeah, leave a like or subscribe and have a good one, guys.